Hello, FASTSIGNS franchisees. It's Catherine again. This week, I'm going to be talking to you about positive leadership and how positive leadership not only helps you be a better leader, but also helps your team. You've heard me talk lots of times about positive mental attitude or positive mindset and using that as an approach or a philosophy of leading your team. A study by researchers in the field of positive psychology investigated the relationship between happiness and benefits to employees, emotional benefits to employees. And they showed that positive attitudes in the workplace also benefit the employee or the employees in addition to the organization. And so here's just some of the research. Happier employees are more productive than other employees. Happy salespeople have higher sales, higher than other salespeople, thus they make higher commissions. Happy employees are more creative than other employees. Happy employees are evaluated more positively by their supervisors, more likely to get bigger pay increases. Happy employees are less likely to show signs of job withdrawal or job negativity like absenteeism, turnover, burnout, or retaliatory behaviors. Bottom line, happy employees make more money than other employees because they're being more productive, they're being more creative, they're doing a better job. So positive leadership from the CEO, the president, the owner of the business, can have great benefits not just on the organization, but to each of its individual employees. It also turns out that that positive attitude can result in benefits for each and every one of your team members, spreading positivity throughout the organization. As important as a positive mindset is for the team, it's easy to see why it's even more important for those in a position of leadership. The concept is that positive leadership that rests on the idea that leaders with a positive self-concept, in other words, a positive idea of who they are and a habit of thinking positively about themselves, are more able to bring the right stuff, that higher performance to their leadership role. A leader with a positive mindset is not only more likely to be actively engaged in the business and more likely to be performing at a higher level, he or she is also more able to influence their team, their followers, towards a more positive mindset through, 1, role modeling, and 2, through influence. In fact, trust in management has been linked to positive leadership and positive leadership performance. Now, while trust in management isn't necessarily indicative of a positive mindset in both the leader and the follower, it is certainly a likely outcome of a general positive attitude in the workplace. And bottom line, it is always easier to follow someone with a positive outlook. Positive attitudes in the leader will draw followers and will encourage motivation and engagement in their team members. Those very same researchers also note that having that positive outlook and being resilient is vital in leadership positions because there's a lot of stress involved in managing and leading others. Leaders must always be on and must always be spending time performing as that strong, confident leader. And very often those leaders are also the public face of their company or their organization. The role can be tiring, and being optimistic and resilient will help leaders stay sane and healthy in challenging contexts. So, how do we make sure that we as leaders come to work every day, come to the workplace with a positive outlook and are using positive leadership skills? Well, here are 10 approaches from Fulfillment Daily. Keep a gratitude journal. You've heard me talk about that a lot. Reframe your challenges as opportunities for growth. Get good at being rejected because it happens to everybody. Use positive words to describe your life. I like to describe my life as amazingly blessed. I live a great, blessed life. Those are positive words. I could also say I got a lot of work stress, right? There's no upside for me to even talk to myself about work stress. I've also learned to replace the word have with get. In other words, I don't have to go to work, I get to go to work. I don't have to go on a business trip, I get to go on a business trip. I don't have to give a speech, I get to give a speech. I don't have to shoot a motivational video, I get to shoot a motivational video. Just changing the language is extremely, extremely powerful. Next, don't let yourself get dragged down into other people's complaints. Just water off the duck, walk away, don't let that get in your mind. Then breathe consciously, purposefully, and mindfully. The power of slow, deep breathing is amazing for centering yourself and getting yourself in a positive place. Then, in times that are bad, in times of tragedy, notice the good and notice the righteous, because that is always there in times of tragedy or violence. Have solutions ready when you point out problems. That's a really strong and powerful approach. Don't just point out problems, bring a solution. And then another great way to have a positive attitude, make somebody else smile. So we can each commit to being positive leaders, to inspiring our teams, and to leading by example. And that's going to result in some great role modeling and positive influence. Thank you for your time.